All right, y'all. It's 2025 and people still believe in gravity. You know, gravity. It's the thing that keeps you stuck to the planet's surface, right? Supposedly, you jump up, you come right back down. Why? Because of gravity. Don't you know? Yeah, when you jump, gravity, it grabs you, and then it ivvities you back down to the planet's surface. It's the force that just keeps you stuck here, man. Gravity. Oh, okay. So, at what point, if I keep going up in the air into the sky, at what point do I reach magic floaty land? You know, where astronauts get to float around, not getting stuck to the planet's surface. Oh yeah, there's a point if you keep going up. If you just go up far enough, you can enter magic floaty land, and then you no longer are stuck to the planet's surface. Really? That's awesome. So tell me, once you're in magic floaty land, what's to keep the moon from getting sucked into the Earth's gravity? How come the moon doesn't come crashing into the Earth? Oh, well, don't you know, silly pants? Once you go up high enough, and then you leave the planet's atmosphere, gravity changes. You're no longer stuck to the planet at that point. You see, the moon doesn't get sucked into the Earth because of gravity. Oh, no. You see, the moon, it goes around the Earth and it orbits the Earth because of gravity. Okay, so let me get this straight. I jump and I get sucked back down because gravity? Yes. But moon doesn't crash into Earth and goes around Earth and orbits Earth because the same gravity? Yes. Okay, so how come the Earth doesn't get sucked into the sun? Oh, no, silly. The Earth doesn't get sucked into the sun. No. The Earth orbits the sun. It doesn't get sucked into it. So let me get this straight. When I jump, I'm instantly brought back down to the planet's surface because of gravity? Yes. But if you go up high enough, there's a certain point where that no longer applies, and then you start orbiting? Uh-huh. That's awesome how gravity gets to pick and choose when it decides to make you stick to a surface, or when it makes you float magically in magic floaty land, or when it decides to make you orbit stuff. So gravity gets to pick and choose when it decides to make you get stuck to stuff and when it decides to make you orbit stuff. Am I getting this right? Yes, you've got it right. That's how gravity works. You understand now? No, I'm still confused. Okay, I jump. Yep. Stuck back to the planet's surface. Why? Gravity. But if I go high enough and then reach a certain point, then I float around and I'm no longer stuck to the planet's surface. Yeah, that's because gravity no longer exists when you're in outer space. Yeah, but then when I'm in outer space, what's to keep me from not getting sucked right back into the Earth's atmosphere and stuck back down to the planet? Oh, no. Once you leave the Earth's atmosphere, you don't get stuck back down to it. No. Then you just start orbiting it. Oh. Okay. So, gravity means you're stuck to stuff. until you go up high enough. And then you're no longer stuck to stuff. And then you start orbiting stuff? Uh-huh. You get it. You totally understand how gravity works. But wait, I got a question. How come the moon doesn't have like a mini moon of its own? You know, like planets have moons. So how come the moon doesn't have a mini moon? Oh, you see, gravity doesn't allow for mini moons. It stops at mini moons. There's no such thing as a mini moon of the moon. Moons aren't allowed to have moons because planets are the only ones that are allowed to have moons. And then see, like a moon, that's where gravity stops. And then moons aren't allowed to have a mini moon of their own. That's just stupid. Okay, so let me get this straight. There's a point at which gravity stops creating moons, so a planet can have a moon. But a moon can't have a mini moon because why? Oh, well, gravity's not strong enough to create a mini moon for a moon. But it's strong enough to create a moon for a planet? So planets get moons, but moons don't get mini moons of their own? Is there a such thing as a moon that's super huge that it does, in a certain circumstance, get a mini moon of its own? Well, no. There is no such thing as a moon that's big enough to get a mini moon. Or maybe there is? I don't know. Science geeks, is there a such thing as a moon that's so huge that it gets a mini moon of its own? Is there a such thing as mini moons, or is there not? Well, according to NASA, the Earth has a mini moon of its own, but Earth's moon doesn't have any mini moons. Really? Because I made up the fucking term mini moon. I came up with it. And then after I came up with it, NASA announced that Earth has a second mini moon that you can't see with any telescope. So how do we know that exists? Oh, you just have to take NASA's word for it. Of course. So no moons have mini moons. It's an impossibility, right? That's where gravity ends. Seems to me, if this gravity was explained as they say it is, there should be a moon that's big enough that should have a mini moon. And then that mini moon has what? An itty bitty mini teeny weeny moon? Can mini moons have a teeny weeny itty bitty moon of their own? Or is that just stupid? I don't think it's stupid. I think it's totally adequate. If a moon is so huge, it gets a mini moon. Well, then that mini moon maybe is so big, it gets a little itty bitty teeny weeny moon of its own. And then maybe the little teeny weeny bitty moon gets a little bitty weeny bitty teeny moon of its own, right? Oh no. No, Jake. Gravity doesn't allow for any of that nonsense. It stops at just regular moons. Okay? Oh, and that second mini moon that supposedly orbits the Earth that none of us can see after I fucking made up the fictitious term mini moons. Okay. I guess I do understand. Do you?